how do we re-engage young people in bipartisanship, and what role can oversight play in that effort?
You got to lead by example. And we don't have much leaders in that regard right now. They are so disaffected because they look at these leaders and they're disgusted, you know? And, you know, they weren't exactly enamored with Biden, and they're certainly not enamored with Trump, although Trump's thumb in the eye is making some of them feel better. But we got to lead by example, and we don't have that leadership right now, right? And oversight, holding people's feet to the fire, all that stuff can only happen if people put down their swords long enough to try and do what's good for the common good. And that's a hard thing. And and I'm not here to have a campaign for Alyssa, but you need more people like her, who I think doesn't give a shit about the consequences.
I give a little shit, like. I would just say, I was just coming from Macomb County. I was in Sterling Heights and did a big event there. And a kid, he's a second year at Michigan State, came up to me. And he's like, I'm here, but it was, you know, he's one of the only college kids who were in the room. And how do we get, it just seems like my peers, like, they kind of vote on their instinct. You know, they voted for Trump. A lot of my friends voted for Trump, he said, because they just, like, that was their gut, was that he was better. But then kind of check out, how do you get people interested? And I'm like, my friend, it is not going to come from me, the 49-year-old, telling you, the 19-year-old, what is going to be interesting to you. This is why we need young people to lead. We need young people to come forward and be engaged. The youngest generation, while many of them are checked out, there are definitely some who are very politically engaged. And you know, look, we have young people, speaking to young people is a lot more successful at bridging that divide. But you know, I think there's a lot of discussion now about, you know, do you go on the Manosphere podcasts? Do you go on these things that many of us probably wouldn't have done 5-10 years ago for sure, to get to new audiences? And I will just tell you, if they're not coming to you, you better go to them. If you're interested in engaging them, and waiting for 19-year-olds to show up, you know, at the MEA office in Sterling Heights is just, it's not going to happen. So you got to change up how you engage and go to those students.